stuff you care about. I'm Olivia Munn.
And I am Blair. Yes, Olivia Munn.
Blair Butler.
Woo! Yes, as you may have noticed, Kevin, not here. Not out, however, with TB. Instead, the bubonic plague. I'm
sorry. And he probably won't make it, but that's okay.
No, it is Wednesday, June 6th, and we are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
And today on the show, I get the inside info on the web phenomenon Ask a Ninja from the ninja himself when he joins us in the loop. Plus, we look at the new magazines on my rack and reveal the secret on how to make your very own iPod dock.
Also, Miss Morgan Webb will swing by with breaking gaming news, like a possible delay for Grand Theft Auto 4. What? Plus, in Attack This, we're looking at a super cheap HD camera that fits in the palm of your hand.
Very small.
But right now, let's head online and look at the big stories of the day.
We are ready to count them down in Around the Net.
Coming in at number 5 is the Onion News Network's coverage of the new Harry Potter book, Deathly Hallows.
Yes, it is the 7th book in the series, set to be released July 21st, and spoilers are already leaking. J.K. Rowling knows she needs to up the ante with this book, and that simply killing off a character isn't going to cut it anymore.
One of the characters will be date raped. She dropped the bombshell on London Morning Radio.
It was always my plan to have a character date raped during the final book, but it was just a matter of deciding out who or what the rapist would be.
Maybe it's all just a mix-up with the reversing spell that makes no mean yes.
Is it going to be an anal rape, vaginal rape, or possibly an oral rape?
And I think I would be doing you a disservice by not letting you discover the magic yourself.
Wow. Big secrets revealed.
I just hope a Nimbus 5000 isn't involved, because that would be horrible.
That'd be splintery, huh? A little splintery. Hopefully it polishes it off pretty good.
Oh, TMI.
I've had that a few times. At number 4, we're looking at a new 3D web browser. This thing's really cool.
Yes, Spacetime.com is a free consumer software application that enables searching, browsing, and shopping for the PC, all in 3D. Woo! The browser loads multiple searches as a stack of separate viewable pages rather than a boring old list.
Yes, boring scan.
Now, Spacetime changes the process of web
so we're
searching.
showing it right now. It's really cool.
It's got 3 key functions.
That's right. Now, go ahead. I mean, there's
3D search.
There's a 3D eBay search, and there's that other, the 3D tab browsing.
Absolutely,
really cool.
yes.
Now, we're doing a scan of it right now, which is really cool. We're just bringing up stuff. Now, the best part is that you guys don't have to wear those damn 3D glasses.
Oh, wait, what was that? It was like you making out with Kevin.
What? That's when he had a Snickers bar in his mouth, and I ate it.
Oh, that's so cute. You guys are adorable.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, so that's really cool. It's all 3D. Just move up and move up.
Now, moving on to, so cute.
I know.
Moving on to number 3, we found a new viral that's from another world.
That's right. We have no information on this next video except that it is in a strange language and involves some horny aliens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Ufa Porno!
Ufa Porno! Ufa Porno! Ufa Porno! Ufa Porno!
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah. What do you think? You like it? You into it?
I had no idea that aliens were Italian. That was great. And I have only one thing to say. Ufa Porno!
Oh, nice. I like the roll of the R.
Ufa Porno, yeah.
Okay, at number 2 is a Rolling Rock beer commercial. This viral ad takes groin hits to a brand new level.
Yes, the commercial was on the air, but then was yanked and sent to the web, and later it was replaced by a statement apologizing for the spot, saying that they regret the error in judgment by showing 33 men getting hit in the nuts in a single commercial.
Runner at first and nobody out. Henderson the batter. Hartman on the mound. The left-hander comes set. The pitch on the way. Henderson swings and lines one foul. Ricochets back and it gets Hartman. What's going on? Everybody's going down. Now the fans. I've never seen anything like this. There goes my popcorn. Strike me. No!
Okay, I get it. Guys have balls. Wow. Awesome.
But you know what aliens have? Ufa Porno!
Yeah.
Ufa Porno! Ufa Porno! porno. UFO porno.
They've got nice rhythm. They got a slow UFO move.
All the porn has to have a kitchen scene, even if it's just aliens. There has to be like a scene in the kitchen randomly for no reason.
I don't watch enough porno to know that, but thank you for letting me know, Blair Butler.
Showtime.
And coming in at number 1 today is PhotoSynth.
Yes, now this video is a demo from TED, the Technology Entertainment Design Conference, held each spring in Monterey, California. Now this video was just posted and has been lighting up the tubes.
PhotoSynth is a new piece of software from Microsoft Live Labs. It's a powerful photo collection tool, and it can help you find similar photos, build and share collections, and it seamlessly zoom in and out of your images. It's really cool.
Actually, I think the coolest thing is that it's got a 3D view, which grabs tagged images from a certain location from all across the internet to build a fully accurate 3D model.
Fully accurate 3D model.
Which is kind of amazing.
Kind of. I would say completely amazing, Blair.
Totally amazing.
Right now, you are not able to upload your own pictures, but you can check out a slick demo. Now, if you're running a high-powered Windows machine, I got to say, sorry, Max, but for Windows.
Yeah, sorry, Max. Now, there are a few built-in collections you can play around with now, and in the future, they'll be adding the ability to photosynthesize your own photos.
And remember, it's still a preview, so you may run into a few bugs like we did when we tried to run this live ourselves. But that's pretty cool. Now, this is the Piazza San Marco. Historically, it was the location of an all-important Venetian state offices, and the site has always been viewed as the center of Venice.
Oh, my God, you're like the Italian travel board. That was awesome.
Really, thank you. I just, I'm playing Jeopardy with John Wall.
Fount of knowledge. Now, we can see what it's like looking down from the front of the cathedral and select photos. You can click around the screen. You can go almost anywhere and see every photo by just clicking. So it's a really interesting program that, you should spend some time poking around if your computer can handle it.
And you don't have a Mac. That's enough internet for now. To get your daily viral fix, make sure to head on over to g4tv.com/AroundTheNet and sign up for the Around the Net podcast.
But right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Kaylee. You and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, we'll run down all of the big movies that will appear at this year's Comic-Con. Plus, despite all odds, die-hard fans might have saved one of their favorite shows. And yet, another classic cartoon is slated to be remade into a summer blockbuster. You'll find out what's coming up in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. Let's hear from you guys at home in the army of monitor heads with some video viewer mail.
Here is Javon from Miami.
Hey guys, it's Javon from Miami, and my question for you guys is, if you can kick anyone in the crotch, who would it be?
That's a great question. Who would you kick in the crotch?
I like pretty much everyone, but given if I had to kick someone, I'd kind of want to go for the Hulk because his crotch is gamma irradiated and therefore invulnerable, so I really wouldn't hurt him, but
you don't want to hurt people?
It would probably make a funny boinging noise.
Oh, that's
like,
fun.
Wow.
I would probably go with maybe Paris Hilton. I'm sure she's got like a hint of a penis down there somewhere, so I'm sure there's a hint of a testicular ball around there somewhere. I could just kick it. Be good.
Paris Hilton's been kicked in the balls a lot lately.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
Oh, man. Coming up later, we are taking a look at the new trailer for The Golden Compass.
Yes.
Now, this is the first book in the His Dark Materials trilogy that many consider to be better than Harry Potter.
It looks
Those are bold
good.
words.
I've seen the trailer already.
Yes. Now, stick around for a peek into the $150 million fantasy epic. That's a lot of money.
It is awesome. Now, you guys don't go anywhere. We're just stretching, and the real workout is yet to come, so stay with us. We're just walking it out. Walking it out.
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. Paris Hilton's move from the hills to the yard is just the setup. Wait until you hear the punchline. It's DIY at its finest when we get crafty with Ready Made Magazine on Olivia's Rack. And learn the art of stealth when we go head-to-head with the creators of Ask a Ninja in the Loop one-on-one. All this and more when the attack comes back.
There are times you gotta ask yourself.
Or call 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web.
The duel between the Church of England and Sony continues over the use of the Manchester Cathedral as a set piece in the shooter Resistance: Fall of Man. Now, round two began with an official apology from Sony, and it finished with a promise of further discussion from the church. Rumors have surfaced that the Katamari Damacy sequel, Beautiful Katamari, will not only roll its way onto the Xbox 360, but that it will be an Xbox exclusive, downloadable through Xbox Live. Microsoft delivers a haymaker to Sony in the form of GTA 4 exclusivity. No, not the game itself, but rather 2 bonus episodes scheduled to be released in 2008. Be sure to visit us on the web at g4tv.com/xplay to get up-to-the-minute video game news. I'm Joel Gordine. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know you're driving.
Dirt arrives this week, adding a new emphasis on competition to the series with a career mode and a wide variety of race types on over 50 tracks, some of which are official recreations of real-world off-road tracks. The game also includes a plethora of cars, all of which take realistic damage. Resident Evil 4 hits its 4th platform this week with a Wii edition. This time around, the game incorporates the Wii Remote's functionality, as well as the extra bells and whistles Capcom added for the PS2 version of the game. Finally, you can pick up SimCity DS. Based on SimCity 3000, the DS game allows you to build a city from scratch in classic SimCity style, or just save a city that is plunging headlong toward destruction. Also, further inflate your own personal sense of godliness by blowing out city-engulfing fires with a humble sneak. Be sure to visit us on the web at g4tv.com/xplay to get up-to-the-minute video game news. I'm Joel Gordine. See you tomorrow.
Introducing the new construction management program at ITT Technical Institute School of Drafting and Design. This new program teaches skills to help students prepare to pursue a rewarding career in the construction industry. The program offers a foundation in construction management, construction techniques, and the legal issues relating to the construction management field through the study of subjects such as site construction and management, building codes, and construction documents and contracts. Working closely with contractors, engineers, and architects, construction managers monitor and coordinate various phases of the construction project. Start building your career on solid ground today. ITT Technical Institute School of Drafting and Design. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web.
From the creator of Adult Swim's Minority,
I love you, whores!
introducing Code Monkeys. Coming this July, only on G4.
Hey guys, with the Transformers movie coming out on July 4th, and He-Man being rumored to be coming to the big screen, what old school cartoon do you guys think will be next to make a reappearance? Maybe Thundercats? Astro Boy? Maybe even the Smurfs?
Do you like cartoons as much as you like comic books?
I am a bit of a cartoon hound. I would love to see G.I. Joe, which there's been some Mark Wahlberg rumors, but come on to have Destro and the Baroness.
I'd be afraid that G.I. Joe would just end up being another military movie.
Right. Well, I think you have to keep the cheesy costumes. I think that would really, you have to have the silly, the dreadnoughts with the chainsaw guns and stuff. Yeah. That would be awesome.
I loved the Smurfs when I was a kid.
Ooh.
Yeah, whenever I'd go bowling and I'd miss, I'd go, rats out, Smurfs again. So that's what I would love to see the Smurfs. I would love to see the Smurfs. But I don't know how they would do that.
Maybe a big CGI Gargamel.
That would be awesome, and real people walking through.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do, but they'll probably never do it. But speaking of Thundercats, it looks like the cartoon could be a movie sooner than you think.
Really?
News on the project development just leaked today.
Very cool. Now, Layla Kaylee has all the info and more. So right now, let's get to the only news you need to know in the feed.
Thanks, guys. I'm Layla Kaylee, and it's time to start the feed. Comic-Con has become a huge venue to promote upcoming films, and 2007's convention looks no different. Organizers have released a list of films that will be shown off this July. Some of the big announcements were Aliens vs. Predator 2, No Peace on Earth, Neil Gaiman and Henry Selick's Coraline, Get Smart, Hellboy 2, and the long-awaited I Am Legend. There will also be sneak peeks of Indiana Jones 4, Resident Evil Extinction, Speed Racer, and Spike Jonze's take on Where the Wild Things Are. Comic-Con International runs from July 26th through the 29th, and of course G4 will be there with complete coverage from the show floor. The report of Jericho's death was an exaggeration. The CBS drama was cancelled for the fall schedule last month, but its loyal fans revolted. They launched a massive online-based campaign to save the show, and their gimmick was to send peanuts to the LA and New York CBS headquarters. After 20 tons of nuts were delivered, CBS reconsidered and will now be bringing back the show to take advantage of all the buzz. That's so nice of them. Hybrid cars might have just been taken to the next level. Lithium Technology Corporation recently demonstrated a new type of plug-in Toyota Prius that takes advantage of conventional power sources, like garage electrical outlets. This new battery allows the hybrid to travel up to 125 miles per gallon, making it possibly the most efficient mass-produced car in the world. According to the company, the new plug-in technology might be incorporated in hybrid cars in 2008 and 2009. Let's hope so. Electronic Arts is set to revive one of the gaming's classic franchises. EA confirmed a rumor that a new SimCity title was on its way to PCs, tentatively dubbed SimCity Societies. The new game promises to be a complete departure from SimCity 4, which came out in 2003. Details are slim, but an official announcement is rumored to appear next week, and Games for Windows magazine will have a feature article about the game this month. And finally, fans of the 80s animated series Thundercats can start polishing up their old action figures, because a new feature film is in the works. Warner Brothers has optioned a script for a live-action Thundercats film. The script is an origin story for the group, focusing on Lion-O's rise to become leader of the Thundercats. The producers of Blood Diamond are also on board with the film. Thundercats, oh, just kidding. Well, there's no word yet on casting or potential release date. I love Thundercats. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Get all the news you need to know anytime, anywhere on your mobile phone. More info available at g4tv.com/mobile. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. Thundercats, ho! You gotta get the ho in there. That doesn't
Commit
sound
to it.
right. I'm
Commit
sorry.
to it.
Now, as you just heard, Comic-Con is approaching fast. Very quickly. It's the event's 38th year, and G4 will be there to cover it all.
That's right. We'll have 2 days filled to the brim with in-depth comic news, behind-the-scenes interviews with directors and stars from the latest comic-based and sci-fi films, TV shows, and more.
You won't want to miss Comic-Con 07 Live, coming this July. Yes, this July. For more info, go to g4tv.com/Comic-Con.
And if you can't make it in person, you can always, ask us, and we can sexually harass you via the television.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Attackness in just a minute.
Paris is in prison. That's hot. And the late-night community is giving her the shiv in The Punchline. And we get the down low on the secrets and skills of the stealth podcast Ask a Ninja, straight from the creators in the loop, one-on-one. The feed is brought to you by Snickers. Grab a Snickers, because if you put chocolate, caramel, peanuts, and nougat together yourself, we will sue you. Big time.
Hey gamers, you're watching Cheat. I'm Kristen Holt with a quick minute's worth of tips and tricks for Mario Kart 64 on the Wii Virtual Console.
Mario Kart.
This game is a classic, but we thought you might need a refresher. Here's what you need to keep the racer's edge. First, remember the classic quick start boost? To do this, just press the gas button after the second light signal. Now you'll leap ahead every time. And if that's not enough to shake the competition, you can try taking a shortcut here on Koopa Troopa Beach by accelerating up this ramp, using a star or mushroom, and straight through the mountain. I got these! For over 15,000 tips, tricks, and codes, covering every platform since the Atari 2600, make sure to check out the cheat sheet at g4tv.com/cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating.
This week, pick up The Darkness, which casts you as a hitman with some inner demons to exorcise. Luckily, these demons are the physical kind, like serpent appendages for disemboweling enemies. The catch, your hellish powers only function in shadow. Next, there's Overlord, a game that plays like Pikmin for sadists. Here, you're aided in your quest for world domination by a myriad of minion meat shields, willing to do anything from fetching your slippers to murdering pesky unicorns and younglings. Finally, pick up the unique RTS Grim Grimoire. As a student of the not-at-all-familiar Gamaldor School of Magic, the heroine continuously relives the same 5 days in order to solve the mystery of her vanished classmates. Be sure to visit us on the web at g4tv.com/xplay to get up-to-the-minute video game news. I'm Joel Gordine. There's your gaming update.
You need to
house, and I enjoy doing all the small things homeowners get to do. Good things will come when you work hard and dedicate yourself. I'm proof of that.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid for those who qualify. Call 1-800.
Great news! For the first time, our best offer ever is available to our current cable TV customers. Now when you sign up for Optimum Online and Optimum Voice, you can get the Optimum Triple Play. Just add Optimum Online, the fastest home internet access, up to 5 times faster than phone company DSL, for $29.95 a month. And add Optimum Voice. Unlimited calling to the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, with 13 calling features included for $29.95 a month. And for the first time ever, when you sign up for Optimum Online and Optimum Voice, you can get IO Digital Cable for as little as $29.95 a month, too. Over 180 all-digital channels, the best HD service free, and access to thousands of movies and shows on demand. The Optimum Triple Play. 3 great services, each just $29.95 a month when you get all 3 together. Cable TV customers, don't miss the best deal ever. Call 1-888-GET-ALL-3 today. It's Optimum or it's not.
Calm now.
Welcome back to the show. We are live on June 6th, and per court order, we are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
That's right. Coming up later, Philip Pullman's classic, The Golden Compass, finally gets a big screen adaptation, and we will have the trailer. Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman star in the first chapter of his Dark Materials trilogy, is what they call it. Now, Paris Hilton has been making even more headlines than usual these days, which means that she's the butt of many, many jokes.
Yes, and frankly, it's a gold mine for late-night joke writing. Now, some are good, some are really, really bad, but don't worry about which is which, because we've got the punchline. Now, before we bring you the clips, we thought we'd bring you the funny right here.
Ha ha ha! It's funny.
In an original, exclusive AOTS Paris Hilton joke.
Here we go. For many inmates, it's their first chance to stay in a Hilton for just a pack of smokes a night. Great. Thank you. Okay, we start off at Late Night with Conan O'Brien. In a recent show, Conan makes 2 attempts at Paris Hilton jokes, like one of mine.
Ooh, the first one falls a little bit flat, but...
like mine.
Conan quickly wins his audience back with a second joke, like yours. Huh.
Paris Hilton tried to throw reporters off the trail by turning herself in at a men's prison instead of at a women's prison. That's true, yeah. Not surprisingly, no one was fooled. Okay, then. This is true. Paris is in prison with 2,200 other inmates. That's true. Yeah, when the other inmates saw Paris, they yelled, "Hey, look, a tunnel we can all fit through." Thank you. Good night.
I do not know what it is about Conan, but even when he messes up a joke, it's still funny.
Yeah, and when he gets the audience back, you know, he just takes his bows and he walks away, just like a real comedian should.
That's right.
You know, it's almost too easy to make a joke about Paris's promiscuous nature, but that doesn't stop Jay Leno from doing it in this clip from The Tonight Show.
But then he takes a good joke and kills it by cutting away to a clip for just a few extra laughs.
Sure, you know, Paris Hilton is now in jail. The streets are safe, Kev.
All right.
You can go out.
All right.
They made Paris Hilton check in on our first day. I guess they did something called a booty check at the prison.
A booty check?
Booty check. Or Paris Hilton calls it a first date. But it's a booty check. They check you. Apparently, she was out in the yard for about an hour. Do you have footage of Paris? There she is there. Yeah, as you can see, yeah. Now.
That was some very authentic wrestling.
I know, right?
I wonder what a booty check actually consists of.
Well, basically, Blair, it's like when you're naked and you're standing like... Actually, I'll just tell you later. But there is a nice view.
David Letterman and the gang over at The Late Show have made their top 10 list of TV institutions.
Yeah, so within days of Paris Hilton reporting to jail, the Home Office knew exactly what they had to do.
Top 10 things Paris Hilton heard today in prison. Number 5. No, number 5. Writer too heartbroken. Number 4. If you miss your chihuahua, the rats make pretty good pets. Number 3. I'm in here for illegally downloading video of you off the internet. Number 2. May I have your autograph, Miss Lowen? And the number 1 thing Paris Hilton heard today in prison, tell Letterman we can't accept any more flowers. There you go.
Okay, now we only showed half the list because the other half was a bit too painful. Maybe it's time to change it to a top 5 list. That's a good idea, right, Dave?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Top 5.
And finally, we have a jab at Paris courtesy of Last Call with Carson Daly.
Well, maybe it's more of a stab at the jail she's being held in, and it is special treatment for the heiress.
The security camera in Paris Hilton's jail cell, which we're very excited about to have this. No other show has it. Well, there we go. Where is she? That's weird. Did she escape or something? Oh, no. She's, Oh, she was just shopping. She was just out shopping. I see. She's got her dog? Well, of course. She's doing just fine. Yeah, well, she's not really doing much.
Hey, what I caught.
I don't want to see what you got.
Well, no, that's just silly. She doesn't even have any place to hang her new clothes, and some of those look like they're silk, and they can't just be laying on the ground. I mean, she wouldn't have done that. It's not believable.
I was waiting for the night vision part of that video. Anyway, at least she closed the door behind her. At least she was polite.
Courteous. I heard that about her.
And that is the punchline. The moral of the story here is if you want to tell a Paris Hilton joke, stop at 1. Olivia, while I recover from that, you take over.
Okay. And I will stop at my 1. I promise no more jokes today. And today we're looking at the latest gadget set to make you open up yet another credit card. I was declined yesterday. Watch that debt accumulate. It's time to attack this. First up is the Apotec Go DH camcorder, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. The device is capable of shooting 720p HD, 5 megapixel photos, and comes equipped with an 8 gig memory card that holds about 4 hours of footage. All of this sounds pretty great, right? Well, you haven't even heard the best part. This little guy is available for under $300. Now, even the most unemployed basement dweller can fulfill his dream of being the next Eli Roth. Next up is the Harbortronics time-lapse package. With time-lapses becoming all the rage on YouTube, this nifty little gear set has a Pentax digital camera contained within a fiberglass case, an auto timer with digital camera control, and, to top it all off, a solar panel battery charger to keep the juice flowing. Set it up and build a shed in your backyard. You can document your garden blooming into an oasis, or maybe kill a drifter, dig a shallow grave, and capture it all in fascinating time-lapse photography. Yay! Next up is the LaCie Bigger Disc. If the race to build massive external hard drives was like the Cold War, LaCie would be America. Everyone else would be Russia. Their latest in the Bigger Disc series offers an unreal 2 terabytes of storage capacity. Besides that, it is configured to have transfer rates 50% faster than regular FireWire drives. There is a downside, though. The drive costs $800. But hey, if you know your history like I do, you also know that Reagan won the Cold War by outspending the Soviets. So feel free to spend. Finally, we have the Nokia N75 smartphone, the first 3G flip phone released here in the States. The N75 represents a piece of future mobile technology. With a 2-megapixel camera, 40 megs of internal storage, and booming integrated stereo speakers, the N75 is cooler than the other side of the pillow. There have been some complaints about battery life, and they're pretty justified, I have to say. But the phone is still way too cool to ignore. For info on all these high-tech toys and more, head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS. Now, you guys have just a couple minutes to list your old gadgets on Craigslist, but we'll be back with more show right after this.
This man is really excited to finally meet Dumbo in person. What happens next? Will the elephant bitch slap the man with his trunk? Give the man an afternoon shower? Or track down some nuts, if you know what I mean? Don't go away. You won't want to miss the results.
So, where do you think this guy should move?
I'd say this way. And let's make sure that sound effect we used in the last level fits in here, too.
Adding a new emphasis on competition to the series with a career mode and a wide variety of race types on over 50 tracks, some of which are official recreations of real-world off-road tracks. The game also includes a plethora of cars, all of which take realistic damage.
Resident Evil 4 hits its 4th platform this week with a Wii edition. This time around, the game incorporates the Wii Remote's functionality, as well as the extra bells and whistles Capcom added for the PS2 version of the game. Finally, you can pick up SimCity DS. Based on SimCity 3000, the DS game allows you to build a city from scratch in classic SimCity style, or just save a city that is plunging headlong toward destruction. Also, further inflate your own personal sense of godliness by blowing out city-engulfing fires with a humble sneeze. Be sure to visit us on the web at g4tv.com/xplay to get up-to-the-minute video game news. I'm Joel Gordine. I'll see you tomorrow.
What I enjoy most about my job is that I get to use what I learned at ITT Tech. The teaching staff was very helpful. Through the hands-on approach in my programs at ITT Tech, you're taught how the components work, what they do, and how to apply it, and that's when it really clicks. I've seen my dad succeed in this very same field. In a sense, I'm following in his footsteps, but I strive to go beyond, to go further and further.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid for those who qualify. Call 1-800-372-4052.
G4 is like having a butt-beaming robot whose job is to tune you into game reviews and other fun stuff to watch. G4 is totally like that. Kind of.
This man is really excited to finally meet Dumbo in person. What happens next? Will the elephant bitch slap the man with his trunk, give the man an afternoon shower, or track down some nuts, if you know what I mean? Take a picture, but don't get fresh with a baby elephant. You might just get bitch slapped.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are
that weigh the most. There's strong, and then there's Army Strong. Find out more at goarmy.com/strong.
G4 is like having a butt-beaming robot whose job is to tune you into fun stuff to watch.
6. That's the number. 6 out of 10 Americans are now in debt. That's over half the country. So if you're in trouble with debt, you're not alone. If your credit card bills are piling up and your balance just isn't going down, call Consolidated Credit now. They'll get the credit card companies to reduce or eliminate your interest. They'll consolidate your bills into one easy payment. And they'll cut your monthly payment by up to 50%. All that so that you can pay off your debt fast. 6 out of 10 people may be in debt, but one call to Consolidated Credit can get you out. They're the freedom people.
Only Consolidated Credit has the Freedom Quest program. Call now. 1-800-530-5329. 1-800-530-5329.
Consolidated Credit. When credit card debt is the problem, they're the solution.
1732. Call now.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and in high def, if you're looking at us in person, that is. Now let's go over to Blair and Morgan to get our game on.
Thanks, Olivia. Now, we know you've been working hard at customizing an Attack of the Show car in Forza 2, but save your progress and take a breather. It's time for Game Break. Standing next to me is the one and only Morgan Webb.
Nice to see you. Nice to be back.
It's good to have you. It's good for me to be back, too. It's kind of trippy. Anyway, Morgan and I have a few things to discuss, but first we've got some news, so take it away.
Okay, first up, we've got a few new rumors regarding Nintendo and their biggest franchises. And with E3 just over 1 month away, the internet is blowing up with speculation of what the big N will unveil at this year's show. Now, recently, gaming blog WeFanboy picked up on an article from a French gaming site who is speculating that Nintendo plans to announce the official release dates for both Super Mario Galaxy and Metroid Prime Corruption at this year's E3. Now, the French gaming site is also speculating that we'll see a first look at the next installment of the Mario Kart franchise. But But the biggest Nintendo rumor to surface thus far involves the possibility of a hard drive for the Wii. Now, with over 100 virtual console titles available and more on the way, some form of expanded memory would make sense. Now, again, these are all just rumors, but we'll keep you posted if or when anything is confirmed. Now, next up, we have another juicy gaming rumor, this one regarding Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, according to Team Xbox, a research analyst for Wedbush Morgan Securities is forecasting a delay of Take-Two's most anticipated title of the year. Financial stats and the upcoming end of Take-Two's fiscal year aside, the number one reason for such a possible delay is the September release of Halo 3, originally anticipated for a November release. Halo 3 will no doubt rock the gaming world when it hits store shelves, and whether or not either of these games will be delayed remains to be seen. Regardless, the Wedbush analyst believes that pushing back the release of GTA 4 a couple of weeks would be beneficial for both titles. And finally, we have an update regarding the third-person shooter Gears of War. Now, internet forums exploded over the weekend after it was said Epic Games was threatening to move Gears of War to the PlayStation 3. The VP Mark Rain's response to this claim was brief and to the point. Gears isn't going anywhere. He also said Epic is very happy with their relationship with Microsoft, and even went as far to say that without Microsoft, Gears wouldn't have become the huge hit that it is today. That's a lot of love. Now, another exciting announcement within the Gears universe involves confirmation of the shooter getting its own novelization and comic book adaptation. Now, these photos of the comic book were leaked onto the web over the weekend. And of course, New Line Cinema has acquired the film rights to bring Gears to the big screen. So the only thing that's missing is a musical. And I don't think we should give them any ideas.
No, we do not need a Gears musical at all.
I don't think we need a novelization.
Although I think there could be a ROM song with the toughest boss in history. Anyway, Morgan, do you think that we'll see some of the Nintendo rumors confirmed at E3?
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, first of all, we need to see a release date fairly soon for Metroid and for Super Mario Galaxy. So E3 does seem to make sense for the time to sort of give us some of that information, please. It's about time. We've been waiting a long time. I think we've been very patient.
Right.
And I think a hard drive for the Wii would be a very smart move on their part, because think of how much more stuff you could buy.
Exactly.
And not having to keep track of SD cards and not having to worry about having enough storage. I think that would be very important for the Wii, and I know that I would rush out and buy one as soon as it'd be available, which I'm sure would be 6 months after it was released.
Right, but I heard, like, with the big Neo Geo games and stuff coming, it's like you just need more memory, so...
No, and the other systems have them. Why doesn't Nintendo have one?
Yeah, come on, Nintendo.
Come on, Nintendo. Get with the cool kids.
Remember the whole online thing, Nintendo? It's a good idea to do what the other people are doing every once in a while. All right, that does it for Game Break, but don't forget, G4 is the first network with a website optimized for the Wii's internet browser. You now have immediate access to a wide array of G4's best and exclusive content. That includes streaming video, photos, news, game reviews, and even more. So check out g4tv.com/Wii to get started.
Still coming up, we have the new trailer for The Golden Compass. That is next on TV's only source for all of the stuff you care about.
You haven't been watching Attack of the Show. This is what you're missing. For more info, go to g4tv.com/AOTS.